Hello, guys. Welcome back to this week's episode of UnFamous. I'm your host, Elissa Lorenn. Guys, I'm upset. I'm sad. I may even go as far to say that I'm heartbroken. I just went and picked up a package. I ordered those leggings that everyone has been seeing on TikTok that are supposed to make your ass look so good. And they're the ones that have the cool, the weird print on it that are supposed to go in between the cheeks and lift it up, and they're look amazing. I was so excited for them to get here. I've been tracking them all day. I've been waiting to film this podcast all day, just sitting by the computer tracking them because I wanted to show them to you guys because I was ready to look fucking amazing. And I just got them. I'm wearing them right now and I'm going to show you guys. And I'm disappointed. I'm very disappointed because I was expecting to look like Kim Kardashian after putting them on. And I just look fat. I just don't look good in them. They do nothing for my ass. And it's so upsetting. I don't understand. Maybe they're broken. Maybe I ordered the wrong size. Do I go smaller? I don't think I should go any bigger. It's not making sense. And they're a little long too. And they kind of don't hug my ankles like most leggings do, which is very weird because I'm not a short girl. I'm 5'8". So if they're long on me and not really hugging my ankles, then there's something not right because I ordered the large, extra large. And again, I'm a big bitch. I thought these weren't going to fit. I did not think in any sense that they were going to be too big on me. But I thought they were going to be small and they ended up being too big. Is that what I said? I don't know. I'm a mess. I'm going to show them to you guys and I want you guys to be the judge of it. Showing my ass in leggings is definitely not where I thought this podcast was going to go. But, it's what happens. So I need your guys' honest opinion. So please don't hurt my feelings. So honestly, please don't. Just be girl, on to the next one. Don't be bitch, you look fucking ugly. All right. This is I'm having to gear up to do this. And if you guys are listening audio only, just imagine me and them. I'm sorry. Maybe skip the next 15 seconds. I don't know. Suck it up. But basically, I just stood up so weird. They don't look good. They are not a vibe. They're supposed to go in the cheeks and lift all the way up. And they're up my fucking back, at my fucking bra strap. They are very high-waisted. I just don't feel good in them. Oh my God, I'm sure the noise of the chair is probably going to be in the audio and it's going to be fucking annoying. I'm sorry. Moving on. I also got more bad news today. I FaceTimed my good friend, Tori Lucky. Shout out, girl. Not really, sort of, yes. Love her, obviously. But, she's a true friend for this. But she told me that my eyebrows looked like Minecraft blocks. And that they were big fat caterpillars taking up my entire forehead. So a very nice compliment. Exactly what I wanted to hear. And, it is on me. I am the girl that asks people's opinions and then gets so offended when they tell me the truth. But I am not afraid to tell other people an honest opinion. So, I've got to work on it. I'm a hypocrite, but I'll be honest and say that. So, she upset me. But I really, did not think that I had block brows, but maybe I do. And Do you guys think I do? Like, please also let me know that. Zoom in, really take a good look. I thought I was, serving Cara Delevingne bushy brow look, but maybe I'm serving OG James Charles look. And, it's disappointing. It's disappointing to hear. I don't know how to fix it. I mean, I do think that I need to learn how to do like the bushy brow, like fluffy brow look where it's like people gel it up and it's fluffy and whatever. And I do more of like a slick down look. I, don't know what to tell you, but it's upsetting. It is what it is. I mean, I'm sure that everyone loves getting told that they're a fugly piece of shit by their friends. I do too. It's a great hobby of mine. I find it quite thrilling, honestly. So, that's what's going on in my life today. I got shitty fucking brows and leggings in a shit brown color that do nothing for my ass and kind of resemble turtle like shell on the print. It's okay. You live and you learn. You're not going to be looking at this episode and thinking, wow, I want to fuck her. You're probably going to be thinking, wow, we should put her into a cuckoo bin. It's okay. I'm thinking it too. I am thinking it too. And it's not something I'm not used to. This whole podcast is me just shitting on myself. No, that's like not fun. With this experience of today, I did have a little bit of PTSD. I had some memory flashbacks, if you will, of two events that happened in my childhood. And I just wanted to share them with you guys because, looking back on them now, they're fucking hilarious. In the moment, did I maybe want to jump off a 40-story building? Yeah, no, for sure, I did. Let's just get in the story. Let's just get into it. So basically, I had gotten reminded today about the time when I was 12 years old. I had just bought my first membership to Weight Watchers. Yes, you heard that right. I did have the app on my little iPhone 4. I was a basket case, but not the point. I just remember going over to one of the cool girls' house. It's junior high. I'll set the scene. It's junior high, 7th grade. I'm hanging out with the like fun, cool girls that were like the pretty girls. And, I'm their token gay best friend at the time. And some hated me, some loved me. It's life. It seems to be a pattern in my life. I remember getting asked to go to this girl's house, and I show up, and we must have been eating an after-school snack, maybe some apples and peanut butter, some ants on a log. I don't know. But I remember telling everyone that I had to track my points for my afternoon snack. And they all looked at me like, is this bitch okay? Because, it's unusual for a 12-year-old to be on Weight Watchers. And one of the girls decided to tell me, well, what if you're just meant to be fat? And I was like, what? And she's like, some people are just like born fat and like they're just going to be fat their entire lives. Like there's nothing you can do about it. And do you know what the first thing that comes to my mind to say? Not, fuck you, not, well, what about a diet? No, I say, well, what about people who are in the Holocaust? They weren't fat. Babe, did you just compare yourself to a Holocaust victim? No. That's not right. That's, what? Yes, I said that. And the whole table looked at me like, are you okay? Do you need help? That didn't make sense. Elissa, sweetie, you're not in the Holocaust. You live in the suburbs. Your mom drives a minivan? Long story short, it was quite embarrassing, and I knew it. I knew that I wasn't making sense. So I knew that my next step was I need to get out of there. I needed to find a way to get out, and I was going to do whatever it took to leave there without looking like a little child running out, calling mom, being like, oh my God, they called me fat. So I took the liberties while everyone decided to go, into the girls' bedroom. They're, laying on the floor, braiding each other's hair, doing whatever 12-year-olds do. I go into the kitchen and I see a bowl of nuts in the kitchen. So I eat a handful. They were pistachios. And I do this knowing that I am allergic to I'm allergic to pistachios. So I eat a handful and I go back into the room, and it's awkward. I'm walking in and you can cut the tension with a knife, and all of a sudden they're like, sweetie, are you okay? Like, you're looking a little red, like your face is getting a little swollen. And I'm like, me? What? Really? I was like, well, I just ate those nuts in the kitchen. What kind of nuts were they? And they're like, pistachios. And I was like, pistachios? Oh no. Bitch, I put on a show. I'm living my Broadway fantasy. I'm saying, oh my God, guys, what if my throat's going to close up? Like, no, this is not that kind of bad allergy. It's kind of the one where you pop a Benadryl and you maybe sleep it off. I'm not needing to go to the emergency room, but I'm playing it up. I'm like, what if I die? What if my throat closes up? Oh my God, I need to call my parents. I'm so sorry, guys. I wanted to sleep over, but I think I just need to go home. I'm having an allergic reaction. And they're like, we got it. Call your parents. And so I call my parents and they pick me up and they're like, how did you have this allergic reaction? You didn't realize what you were eating. This makes no sense. And I go, Mom, I had to do it. They're like, what? I'm like, I ate pistachios knowing they were pistachios. And I think that was the moment they knew that they birthed a crazy bitch. And I think that story really just encompasses who I am. The easy way out would have just been like, yo, guys, I'm not feeling well, or I think I'm just going to go home, whatever. No, I had to, or just lie. Say, oh my God, guys, I'm not feeling well. I think I'm having an allergic reaction. Are those pistachios? No, I ate them and a handful. It was a mess, I did it, and I don't regret it, honestly, because kind of iconic if you ask me. And my parents, honestly, I think they probably laughed it off because that's just who they are. It's funny, my dad is Catholic and my mom's Jewish. My dad doesn't really practice Catholicism, but I was raised Jewish, the type of Jewish where my grandfather winters in Boca and tells me when I'm looking fat. And yes, before you ask, he does drive a Lexus. I'm sorry, it's just the typical, old white Jewish man. He winters in Florida, drives the Lexus, and, is willing to tell me when I'm looking ugly. And by willing, I mean wants to. One time, my aunt bought a BMW, and if you don't know where BMWs are made, they are made in Germany. And where did the Holocaust happen? Germany. Everyone's like, bitch, we know, we're not stupid. But my grandfather had banned everyone in our family from buying German cars because of that reason. I guess back when all of that was happening, and by all of that I do mean the millions of Jews that were murdered. So not funny. I guess Germans made Jewish people make the cars, I guess. And so she bought a BMW, and it got to the point where we did have to go to him and be like, listen, Grandpa, we get it, the Holocaust was really shitty. From one Jew to another, it was not cute. But there aren't Jews in factories making the cars anymore, in slavery. You know what I mean? They're not enslaved. But there are little kids in China making your sneakers. So, maybe we should like take a step back, take a little seat, like weigh the pros and cons, because there's a little Chinese boy making your Nikes, and that's a real issue. I don't know where this is going. This podcast isn't meant to cover world politics, obviously, as you can tell. I'm not, maybe we should move on to the next topic. This is what gets me in trouble, and this is when I sound stupid, but it's okay. We're moving on. Guys, I recently tried to blackmail my way onto Raya. If you guys don't know what Raya is, it is an online dating app for, I don't want to say it's for celebrities. I'm just going to say it's an exclusive online dating app. You pay for it every month. There are celebrities on it. There was that whole article about Channing Tatum being on it when he got divorced or broke up, whatever. And I have a bunch of friends that have been on the app, and I wanted in. I wanted in on this app. There's nothing more that I wanted, may I even say. And this is sad. This is an app. It's not Harvard. I want to be on it. You know what I mean? I don't want to have FOMO. I want to be on it. And I sound like a kid saying it I want it and I want it now. But yes, bitch, I was willing to do whatever it took to get onto the app. And so I went to one of my friends being like, oh, are you on it? And this friend was an influencer, and she was transgendered, and she was like, no. She's like, I've had 6 friend passes. Basically how the app works is you send in your application, you have to include your Instagram, what you do for work, and then it goes through your contacts to see who in your contacts is on the app. And then you can also get friend passes. People who are members can give their friends friend passes that will help get them on the app. Basically, she was like, I've literally had 6 friend passes. I cannot get on there. I have over 100,000 followers. I'm verified on Instagram, and I think that they're transphobic. And obviously I'm gripping onto anything. I'm like, oh my God, really? Are they? That's probably, if I were to apply, that would be why I wouldn't get on. No, maybe you're just not cute. I know quite a few people who have 1,000 followers, 2,000 followers, are basically just pretty, and they get on the app. Basically, I was determined to get on the app, and one of my friends was like, Elissa, I just got on. I have a friend pass. Do you want me to give it to you? And as far as I knew, the second you have a friend pass, it's basically the sure way to get on. So I was like, yes, send it my way. I make my application, I send it in, and I'm excited. I'm ready. I'm thinking there's no way I don't get in. 1 week goes by. Haven't heard from them. Who cares? Some people say it takes a few weeks. A month goes by, and I'm like, oh, my application still says pending. Interesting. A few months go by, and I'm embarrassed. I don't know what to say. I'm telling everybody, I'm like, I just think they don't accept trans people. I don't think it has anything to do with me, obviously. And they're all like, oh my God, wow. And then I had another friend be like, I've heard that before. She was like, I listened to a podcast, and this one girl was saying that they didn't accept trans people. Did I background check this? No. Did I look into it? Not really, but I was determined to say that was a fact. And as you guys know, on this last podcast, I talked about, or no, the one before that, whatever. And I had 2 friends that were on, and they were like, you should send an email and just be like, listen, this isn't okay, you transphobic piece of shit. So I decided to send an email. And I was, really proud of myself. I thought, you know what? I have a friend pass. I have multiple friends who are on the app, and I'm sending an email kind of basically threatening to expose them. I'm like, there's no way I don't wake up the next morning being like, you've been admitted. So basically they respond, and they just basically say, we would never discriminate against anyone. And then I get an email saying there was a server error and that my application never went through. And that was the issue, and that they deleted my application and to resubmit, and they would send it directly to their team. So I'm thinking, oh my God, amazing. I'm getting on Raya, like finally. Like, I may have had to blackmail them, but I'm on. And that's all that matters. I'm going to find my famous boyfriend, like Channing Tatum, here I come. David Dobrik, here I come. I'm ready for you. And a few days go by, and all of a sudden I get a notification, and it's from Raya. And it's like dramatic. It says, we have determined the status of your application. Click here to find out. And then it opens the app and like fireworks go off. And it says like, press here to view our decision. And I press the button and I'm excited. I'm smiling. I'm giddy. I'm wet. I sound so stupid. I press the button and what do I see? You have officially been waitlisted. I was waitlisted. I blackmailed them, and I couldn't even blackmail them into letting me on the fucking app. I could only blackmail my way onto the fucking waitlist. And then I start Googling, and it says you can be on the waitlist for like a fucking year. What do I have to do, Raya? Who do I have to sleep with to get on? I'm at a loss. I'm at a loss for words because all I want is to be on this app, and obviously there's nothing I can do about it. And if they were putting me on the wait list just to shut me up, Raya, you have another thing coming. I will not stop talking about this because I'm heartbroken. I'm upset. I'm disappointed. I'm ready to sue. I'm ready to take legal action against you, Raya. Not really, if you want to let me on, this can all be put to rest. Please don't send me a cease and desist. I really can't take any legal fees right now. I want a second boob job, and I just, apparently I'm not famous enough to get on Raya. So how about we change that? Everyone, this is all your chance to please go subscribe to the YouTube channel, follow me on Instagram. Let's make a petition. Let's make a petition to get Elissa Lorenn on Raya. I'm so serious. Please, can we do it? Guys, care.org? No, wait. That's the babysitting website. I'm like, guys, sign my petition, sittercity.com. Fuck, what is it? Is it vote.org? It's something.org. Petition.org? This is going to bother me. I don't know what it is, but, check out my Instagram. Let's get Elissa on Raya. I just got a text from my mom that said, are you less anxious now? And basically about an hour or two ago, I called her and I was like, listen, Julie, I need a COVID test. And she's like, well, what do you want me to do about that? I live halfway across the country. And I'm like, can you figure it out for me, bitch? You're my mom. In this situation, I was being the bitch. I was getting very frustrated, not because she wasn't doing it for me, but I just needed moral support. I don't know if you guys are like that. I just sometimes need my mom to be on the I just need her to be on the phone with me while I'm trying to figure it out. So if I do have a question, I just want to feel like she's there and she's helping me. And this is for everything. I cannot do anything without someone being there, and it's so bad. I'm yesterday calling all of my friends being like, guys, I need to go to the dispensary. Who wants to come with me? And they're all like, bitch, get in your car, turn it on, enter it into the GPS, and drive yourself to the dispensary. You get out of the car, walk in, you've done this before. What is the issue? And I'm like, guys, I can't do it alone. I'm scared. I'm just such a frail little princess of a girl. And what if someone just snatches me up and I'll be all by myself? And they're all like, we have lives to live. One of my friends was literally like, my girlfriend's breaking up with me. Figure it out yourself. And I'm like, well, can't you just put that on hold for 5 minutes? Can't you just tell your girlfriend, can you break up with me tomorrow? And then just come with me to the dispensary? And she's like, Elissa, I'm not talking to you anymore. And I was like, okay, I got it. So, I call my mom a lot, and I should probably respond to her and just be like, yeah, I am, love you. I did figure it out, and I did figure it out by myself. It really wasn't hard. All I had to Google was like Los Angeles COVID test and like drive up, and it popped right up, and I did it within 5 minutes. So, I did figure it out, and I am going tomorrow morning to get it done, and it is a drive up. And I did find it a little shady. I just wanted to say this, that it did say if you want like same day results, and this place is literally like called same day COVID test. And it was like, if you want the same day results, it's like $500. But if you can wait 3 to 5 days, then it's free. And I was like, that's a pretty big jump. Like, are you serious? And like, is this just one big scam to make money? Like, yeah, I'm sure it is. But like $500 for a fucking COVID test for it to be rushed 2 days. Like, they're probably getting those same results the same fucking day. And they're just like, we want to make money. So like, if you want, like, they're holding on to my test results. It's just, it is what it is. But I need the test because my boss won't let me go back to work without it, because I did go home for the holidays and they did have, while I was gone, like a little COVID scare. So no one was in the office. So, I'd wish me luck on this COVID test tomorrow. I am a little nervous. Not really. I mean, I'm used to things being shoved in my holes. Yeah, that was not a funny joke, Alyssa. Do you guys call your, not to like go back to the whole mom situation, but do you guys like talk to your mom a lot? Like, how often are you guys talking to your parents? Because I call my mom like 4 to 5 times a day, not a week, not even, once a day. I'm sure she'd be fine with once a day, but no, I'm calling her all day, every day, because like I'm bored and she is my mother, so she should be in charge of entertaining me. And yes, I am legally considered an adult and I do live by myself. But sometimes you just want to gossip with your mom, and I love to gossip with the bitch, and I'm sure she'd love to not talk to me, and I'm sure my dad would love to have his wife back, but I'm like, listen, mister, give me another like 10 years of like talking to her 4 to 5 times a day. And then you can have her, you can retire, live by the beach, have your moment, live your fantasy. I am forcing my parents to move to California. Yes, I am basically telling them that they have no choice and am controlling their lives. But I mean, like, it's not like I'm like, oh my God, move to, Kentucky. Not that Kentucky's a bad place, but I'm like, yeah, like, you guys should move to beautiful California and live on the beach. And they're like, yeah, like, that doesn't sound so shitty. So it does sound like I'm a little obsessed with my parents, the more I talk about it. And, that probably needs a little therapy, but oh well, what am I supposed to do? I'm there. They birthed me, if anything, it's in my genetics. And where did my genetics come from? Them. So sounds like it's their problem, their fault even, may I say. I don't know, guys. This has been an interesting podcast. Please let me know if you guys like the solo podcast vibe. Tell me, if you were entertained by this. I hope you were, because I did have fun. Obviously, I hope to be a little bit more prepared next time. I will be completely honest with you. I kind of put this together a little last minute, and obviously it's COVID, so I'm not like having the most fun stories other than blackmailing dating apps. So yeah, I love you guys a lot. Please follow me on my social medias, my Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat. I mean, I only really use Instagram, if I'm being honest. It's Elissa Lorenn. Please subscribe to the podcast. Please subscribe. Oh, follow the podcast Instagram, unfamous.podcast. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Please subscribe on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. That would do so much for the podcast. And if you can, please leave a review on Apple Podcasts. That would just like really help a bitch out. Thank you. I love you. I will see you guys in the next episode. I hope I gave you guys some laughs. I hope you guys could laugh at my embarrassing moments. I love you. Goodbye. God, I'm so fucking unprofessional.